As a mobile repair technician, I'm sure this has happened to you at some point. You replace a screen, glue it, and it turns out it was damaged. It is very frustrating to invest in a replacement and make a customer wait only for you to find out that the replacement turns out to be defective. This will turn the client away from you, causing you to end up losing customers. On top of that, since you have installed the replacement because you have relied on it, you will lose that part. In this video, we will show you 2 tips so that repairing doesn't become a headache and why Phones is the best spare parts supplier for you. Stay until the end and find out how to reduce your RMAs, saving you time and money. Tip number 1. Your own quality control. When repairing, it is critical that you test the parts before installing to make sure they work properly. 1. Make sure the part you received is exactly what you ordered. This also means that if you receive a screen that appears the same but has a different serial number, be careful, don't trust it. It may not be compatible. 2. Do not remove the warranty seals, such as the corresponding stickers or factory plastics. 3. When installing the spare part, be very careful not to force it or apply excessive pressure, since you could break it in your hands. If this occurs, the warranty doesn't apply because it is your own responsibility. 4. Now check if the screen flexors or replacement fit the board. If so, test it without installing it to see if it turns on and works perfectly. For example, if it is a screen, check the touch, brightness and colors, accessories connected to it, and so on. Tip number 2. Installation also counts. Knowing and understanding the return policy for products is essential because this knowledge will help you save problems and time with spare parts for your repairs. It is essential that you know how to install parts correctly, so we want to give you some recommendations. 1. When you have the spare part in your hands and it matches exactly what you ordered, you must be very careful not to treat it roughly because there are some fragile or sensitive spare parts. 2. Place it on top of the phone or some of its peripherals and connect them to its motherboard. Turn on the phone and do all the necessary tests to see if it works properly. There are particular models where it's better to first install the screen flexor, then snap the frame to the casing, and finally glue and stick the screen. 3. After you are clear that it works, remove the old replacement, clean the area well, and install the new replacement. Finally, carefully add the glue where it's needed. 4. After gluing and installing, clean the area, make sure the glue is not dry, let it dry, and now it's ready to be given back to your customer. By making sure that your installation is correct and professional, and especially by testing the parts beforehand, you will avoid being refused a refund if for some reason any part was damaged. But why is Phones the best supplier when it comes to RMAs? There are 2 popular sayings about China. China and quality don't go hand in hand, and everything is made in China. What cannot be denied is that China has a huge influence on global production. Many renowned brands rely on the Asian giants for their high-end manufacturing processes, so it would be absurd to think that everything manufactured in China is of poor quality. At Phones, we collaborate with a quality control partner in China called QC Center. The team is in charge of meticulously inspecting all our products before they are shipped to our warehouse in Europe. These are the steps our products go through before they reach you. 1. When an order is placed, a first check is made on each product, one by one, and it doesn't matter if it's from a small supplier or a factory. We are there to make sure everything is perfect. What is not perfect is discarded. 2. Then, when it's moved to the overhaul offices, each product is inspected one by one again in both terms of function and aesthetics. 3. At the end of the process, the products are repackaged, which is done with the utmost care so that the merchandise arrives perfectly at its destination, your hands. But how do we know that Phones products undergo strict quality control? Because we visited QC Center's facilities. Seeing up close how our partner in China works really gives us peace of mind, because we know that we are working with the highest quality standard, and so do our customers. That's why working with Phones prevents repairing from becoming a frustrating experience. However, you may have to make a return or 2, so don't worry. With Phones, the RMA process is quite simple. You'll learn more about it in our future shorts, so don't forget to subscribe.